Do you know who the worst team in the NFL last year was from an EPA perspective? It's the New York Football Giants. The G-Men surprisingly had the 19th best defense in Rithmm's EPA rankings, but they actually should be higher. The Giants had the 30th ranked offense in the league, which tells us the defense was probably on the field way more than the average team. But help is on the way in the form of a few key additions. $30 million man Brian Burns was added to help on an already strong defensive front featuring Dexter Lawrence and Kayvon Thibodeau, and first-round pick Malik Neighbors and a healthy Daniel Jones should help their offense stay competitive and keep the defense off the field more. The Giants are in at number 32 on the Rithmm EPA rankings. Do you know who really misses Cam Newton? Panthers fans. Times have been tough in Charlotte since Cam left, and Bryce Young did not look the part last year of a franchise quarterback. But things may be changing this year. The Panthers come in at number 31 in our power rankings. The Panthers were just flat out bad in all aspects of the game last year, coming in at number 27 on defense and number 29 on offense in Rithmm's EPA rankings. How did the Panthers bounce back from a dismal season? All eyes are on one player, Bryce Young. The Alabama superstar and first overall pick has some work to do, and that is an understatement. Last season, Bryce graded out as Rithmm's worst quarterback in terms of EPA, a whopping negative 87 expected points added across the 602 plays he was a part of. For context, that is last behind Zach Wilson, Mac Jones, and Desmond Ridder. But help is on the way. The Panthers line was ranked 20th last season, and they signed two veteran guards, Robert Hunt and Damian Lewis, to give Bryce more protection. Protection paired with three highly touted skill position players the Panthers drafted, wide receivers Xavier Legette, Jonathan Brooks, and Jatavian Sanders, should give Charlotte faithful hopeful that the team will start heading in the right direction. If things trend south, it might get bleak in Charlotte for Bryce Young and rookie head coach Dave Canales. Canales helped Baker Mayfield have a resurgent season in Tampa last year, and the hope is he can do the same for Bryce Young. It has been a long time since fans in Washington have had anything to be excited about. Maybe since RG3. But Jaden Daniels, Austin Eckler, and a bunch of new defensive talent have them thinking differently this season. Here's our breakdown. Last year, the Commanders were a team without an identity. Their offense, which was led by 6th-round pick Sam Howell, finished 23rd in our 2023 EPA rankings. Their defense was even worse, finishing as our 30th ranked team in terms of overall EPA, and were arguably the worst unit in the league. But there is reason for optimism. New head coach Dan Quinn is one of the best defensive minds in the league and led the Cowboys to the 6th best ranking last season. The Commanders' goal this offseason was to put Quinn in a position to emulate the same success in Washington. Quinn and company focused on bringing in some veterans in Bobby Wagner, Dante Fowler, Jeremy Chin, and Clelin Ferrell. The Commanders were also busy on the offensive end as well. Drafting Jaden Daniels at number 2 earned high praise from analysts, and adding Austin Eckler to a backfield that already has Brian Robinson should help the Commanders be more competitive. Washington also added 2 veteran linemen and also has some great young receivers in Terry McLaurin and Jahan Dotson. Will it all pay off at our nation's capital? That remains to be seen. However, it will be a fun ride as Jaden Daniels figures to be one of the most entertaining QBs to watch on Sundays this season. As one Patriots legend leaves, another returns. After 24 seasons and 6 Super Bowl titles, Bill Belichick's tenure with the Pats has finally come to an end, leading the way for Super Bowl winning linebacker Jerod Mayo to return as head coach. And it was time for Bill to go. The Patriots finished 2023 as the 29th ranked team in total EPA. Strangely enough, the Pats graded out as the 5th ranked defense in the league last season, but their 31st ranked offense prevented them from succeeding in any meaningful way. QB Mac Jones was the 3rd worst ranked quarterback in the league in terms of EPA, with negative 57 expected points added, finishing higher than only Zach Wilson and Bryce Young. Mac Jones is now a Jaguar, leading the Pats to draft Drake May in the 1st round and bring back former QB Jacoby Brissett. Brissett is expected to start for the Pats and should provide an immediate upgrade to the offense, as he produced 19 EPA in 2023, good for 20th overall amongst QBs. Offense was a big focus for the Patriots this offseason, with their first 5 draft picks all on the offensive side of the ball. Aside from May, the Pats took 2 wide receivers and 2 offensive tackles with these picks, clearly signaling their goals of improving their second worst ranked offense from a season ago. Ultimately, the Pats' hope for success this season begins and ends with their defense, and their defensive-minded head coach. Their defense will be rejuvenated by the returns of Matthew Judon and Christian Gonzalez, two key defensive players who missed the majority of 2023. If their defense maintains form from last year, and Brissett or Drake May can rejuvenate their offense, we expect the Patriots to land higher than 29th in our rankings next season.